WWE's dark side, from releasing Bray Wyatt to profiting off his death, the dark truth behind WWE's decisions. In professional wrestling, shocking moments are part of the business. Champions fall, betrayals happen, and careers take unexpected turns. But some decisions leave fans confused. One such moment? Bray Wyatt's WWE release in 2021. This wasn't just another release. It was a top star, a fan favorite, and a creative genius suddenly gone. Why would WWE let go of someone like him? Coincidence or strategy? Then, in August 2023, he passed away. WWE paid tribute, but was it real respect or just a publicity stunt? As we look at his release, return, and legacy, the truth becomes clear. A truth fans must face: WWE's controversial release of Bray Wyatt, 2021. Let's take a step back. July 31st, 2021. A day WWE fans will never forget. Bray Wyatt released. And the official reason: budget cuts. Really? A billion-dollar company couldn't afford one of its biggest stars? Come on. This is the same company that signs multi-million-dollar deals with Saudi Arabia. The same company that brought back part-timers like Goldberg on huge contracts. But suddenly, they couldn't afford Bray Wyatt? This wasn't just any release. This wasn't some mid-carder getting cut to save money. This was Bray Wyatt, a man who reinvented himself time and time again. A creative genius who didn't just wrestle. He told stories like no one else could. The mastermind behind The Fiend, one of the most chilling, unique characters in WWE history. A character that sold out merchandise, dominated main events, gave WWE some of its most talked about moments. And yet, they let him go. But why? Reports started circulating. Bray had creative disagreements with Vince McMahon. Bray wanted control over his stories. WWE wanted control over him. And in WWE, there's only room for one boss. So instead of working with a man who understood the business, instead of listening to one of their most valuable assets, they cut him loose. And this wasn't just a bad decision. It was a business disaster. At the time of his release, Bray Wyatt wasn't just one of WWE's most popular stars. He was also one of their top merchandise sellers. His Fiend masks were flying off the shelves. His Firefly Funhouse shirts were among WWE's best-selling items. Even his $6,500 custom Fiend title belt sold out instantly. Yet WWE still decided to let him go? If this was really about money, wouldn't you keep one of your biggest cash cows? The reality is, WWE's decision had nothing to do with money. It was about control. The moment Bray pushed back creatively, the moment he wanted more, say in his own character, Vince McMahon made the call. Cut him. The result? Fans erupted. Social media exploded. Bring Back Bray was trending. Everyone knew. This was a massive mistake. Everyone. Except WWE. Or so we thought. Bray Wyatt's return. WWE's business move. Because fast forward 15 months, and guess what? WWE suddenly had a change of heart. Bray Wyatt was back. But let's be real, this wasn't because WWE suddenly regretted their mistake. This wasn't some heartfelt realization. This wasn't WWE waking up one morning and thinking, you know what? We really miss Bray Wyatt. Let's bring him back. They needed him. By late 2022, WWE had a problem. A big one. Viewership was stagnating. Ratings were dipping. Fan engagement wasn't what it used to be. And that's when they realized something. WWE, without Bray Wyatt, felt empty. Because Bray Wyatt wasn't just another guy in the ring. He was a phenomenon. When he spoke, people listened. When he wrestled, people watched. And when he was gone, WWE felt the loss. His absence left a void that WWE couldn't fill. Roman Reigns was still dominating. Cody Rhodes had returned. Triple H had taken over creative. But something was still missing, and that's when WWE did what they always do. They cashed in. They didn't bring Bray back because they missed his creativity. They didn't bring him back because they wanted to do right by him. They brought him back because he made them money. His return wasn't about righting a wrong, it was business, and WWE knew exactly how to play it. They hyped his return like never before. Teasers, QR codes, mystery clues. A slow burn buildup that had fans hooked. The biggest speculation storm in years. And it worked. Bray Wyatt's comeback at Extreme Rules 2022? One of the biggest WWE moments of the decade. His return video became WWE's most watched clip of the year. His merch sales skyrocketed overnight. Every time his name was mentioned, viewership spiked. WWE had hit the jackpot. But for Bray Wyatt, that's a different story. Behind the excitement, behind the record-breaking numbers, the cracks started to show. His return was hyped, but his booking was messy. His creative vision clashed with WWE's structure. His momentum started to stall. Fans wanted the Bray Wyatt they loved. Unfiltered, unpredictable, larger than life. But WWE wanted control. And just as things seemed to be building towards something big, everything stopped. Then, tragedy struck. August 24, 2023. Bray Wyatt passed away, just 36 years old. The wrestling world was devastated. Fans, wrestlers, and industry veterans mourned the loss of a man who truly changed the game. A man who gave everything to this business. Gone too soon. Then came WWE's response. They did what any company would do. They honored him. They played video packages. They put up tribute graphics on TV. It was touching. It was deserved. But then something felt off. WWE kept honoring him, again, and again, and again. For months, they released more Bray Wyatt-themed merchandise. For months, social media posts about him kept appearing. For months, segments about him kept boosting WWE's engagement. At first, it seemed heartfelt. But then it started feeling less like mourning and more like marketing. But then a question started to emerge. Was WWE genuinely mourning Bray Wyatt? Or were they just using his death to boost engagement? According to fan reaction data, WWE content related to Bray Wyatt saw a 65% spike in views and social interactions compared to regular programming. And let's be honest, WWE knows exactly how to capitalize on the attention. They've done it before. And this wasn't going to be any different. Which brings us to, when Bray Wyatt passed away, WWE had a choice. Honor his legacy, capitalize on his name. And so, they introduced the Wyatt Six. The idea? Perfect on paper. A faction inspired by Bray's vision, led by his real-life brother, Bo Dallas, as Uncle Howdy. A mysterious, dark, psychological group that could carry on Bray's storytelling legacy. The potential? Massive. The hype? Off the charts. Fans were immediately hooked. Who would be in the group? Would they follow Bray's eerie, mind-bending storytelling? Could they capture the magic that made The Fiend so special? The possibilities seemed endless. WWE had a golden opportunity. A chance to build something powerful. A faction that didn't just use Bray's name, but truly carried on his vision. But then, nothing. Weeks passed. Months passed. Hints kept dropping. QR codes, cryptic teasers, eerie clues. But no faction, no debut, no real tribute. Instead, WWE kept fueling speculation. Bray Wyatt's name stayed in the headlines. His fanbase stayed invested. His merchandise kept selling. And that's when the question became impossible to ignore. Was WWE really honoring Bray Wyatt? Or were they just keeping his brand alive for profit? Because if this was about legacy, why delay? Why not introduce the Wyatt Six in a way that truly celebrated Bray's creativity? Instead, WWE did what they always do. They kept the mystery alive just long enough to keep the money coming in. Bray Wyatt gave everything to WWE, but was WWE giving anything back? So after everything, his shocking release, his emotional return, his tragic passing, the endless tributes, the rise and fall of the Wyatt Six, there's one question every WWE fan needs to ask. Did WWE truly care about Bray Wyatt? Or was he just another business opportunity? Can we believe they valued Bray Wyatt beyond the money? Was this really about Bray Wyatt? Or was it just about WWE's bottom line?